KMoneyMachine.com, and I want to bring this video to you guys because this is a very important part of what you're going to encounter along your journey in Kindle publishing. And what is that? That is dealing with failures, setbacks, and roadblocks. Okay. Listen, I'm a very positive person. I believe that is the number one key to success is being positive, having a good mindset, good stuff coming in your brain and making sure that you're just 100% positive. However, there are going to be setbacks, there are going to be some roadblocks, and there are going to be some things that slow you guys down. The question is, how do we deal with these things, and how do we make sure that we are going to keep going in the right direction? To me, there are one or two ways that people handle roadblocks and just failures and setbacks. Either A, they keep charging through them like a freaking tiger chasing after what do they chase after? Wildebeest? I don't know. In the jungle, or they whimper away and they are never heard from again. They quit, they pack up their tent, they take their ball, and they go home, okay? And what do you want to do? Do you want to be that tiger that is relentless, that has that pursuit, that makes sure that no matter what happens, you are going to be successful, that you are not going to let anything get in your way, that you are going to take every obstacle, no matter how big, no matter how tall, you are going to take it and you are going to jump over it and you are going to get out on the other side and you are going to be ultimately happy and successful. Okay. Are you going to be in that group, or are you going to be in the group that literally just punks out and does not have any cojones, any balls, and just says, you know what, screw this, I'm done with Kindle publishing, I'm not going to do it anymore. I produced, a few books and they didn't do well, and I'm done, and I'm going to try this next business. Okay, listen, guys, I'm telling you, do not be in that second group, because there are too many people in that group. And you know what? In this course, I'm going to drag you guys across the finish line. I'm going to make sure that you guys are going to be in that first group of relentless pursuit, that you're not going to let anything get in your way, because guess what? You guys have all the power to get to where you want to go, but you're going to have roadblocks and things get in your way that might make things a little bit more difficult. There's a lot of things out there. There's a lot of quotes out there. A lot of people get to that point. Seth Godin wrote a book about this called The Dip, where people go. They get all the way to that, like imagine that roller coaster right before you're about to head down that hill. And then before they get over that hill, they stop. They didn't know how close they were, but they stopped, and that's what I want to impart upon you guys, is because you never know when that breakthrough is going to come. You never know when that big book, that big hit's going to come through. I produced, 10, 20 books, and I didn't have a lot of success. I was just kind of, throwing books out there, and then it started to click. It started to go through, and then I had 1 hit, 2 hits, 3 hits, 4 hits. 1 month, it just blew up, and I was making a lot more money. I made more money in that third month, I think it was, than I made in all the other months combined, because, I just kept plowing away. I kept going and going and going. And I had roadblocks. If you've read some of or if you actually watched some of these videos, you know that I had a virtual assistant steal money from me, that I had, people, writers not do a good job. And I had a lot of, I've had a lot of failures. I had a lot of things that I had to overcome to get to success, but I did not quit. I didn't look at it as a complete catastrophe when I had issues come up. I continued to put in the work every single day, and I never let anybody determine my success, because at the end of the day, guys, life is really short, okay? It's short if you make it short. But we do have a lot of time. It's not like, we are only on this earth for 10 days or whatever. If you live in a healthy life, you have a lot of time to do things. Okay. So, but we have to make sure we're utilizing that time correctly, and we're not just pissing it away and not getting things done. Okay. So what are some of the common roadblocks that you're going to encounter in Kindle publishing? Well, if you are following this course, hopefully there's not going to be a lot. I'm trying to make it a direct point to make sure that, I give you guys all the advice, all the information that I've learned to help you guys avoid some of the same mistakes that I made. However, if you do encounter some mistakes, what are they going to be? Number one, a common mistake is you might find that your writer quality is not good, okay? You might find that you're not getting enough reviews for your books. You might find that maybe some of your books aren't selling as well as you want them to sell. What do you do? Okay, number one, if your books aren't selling well, guess what you need to do? You need to keep making more books. You need to make sure that you're going through this course. This course will be with you as long as you want. You can review it, jump back on it, or whatever. Go through the course, follow what I'm talking about in the videos and start doing it. Start picking the right niches, start picking out the right keywords, start making sure you're getting good book covers. I mean, that's, to me, that's a basic, if I had to say, if I make it a 3-minute course or a 2-minute course, I'd say, hey, make a good book cover, make the right keywords, and hire good writers. Lights out, everybody go home, right? That would be the course, right? I mean, obviously there's a lot more to it, but that's the important part of, Kindle is the book cover, or the keywords and book cover, and then making sure you have good writers, and not specifically in that order. But so, if your books aren't selling, or you're having a bad week, keep going. Okay, do not quit. Do not say, oh, you know what, this isn't for me. I can't do it. I'm not cut out for it. I'm gonna try this other thing that I learned about. I'm gonna do this and this and this. Guys, no. Stick with your plan. Pursue it like a wild, steroid-infused hyena, lion, tiger going through the jungle, ready to pounce on its prey, because that is what you need to do. That's the mentality that you need to have. Again, what if you have a bad book? What if one of your writers produces consistently and they're bad books and they're not good and they're getting bad reviews? Guess what you do? You fire that writer. You know why? There's thousands, maybe millions of writers out there that will write you better books, okay? It's like being in a relationship, just because you're with somebody does not mean you have to stay with that person for the rest of your life if things aren't working out for you. Don't try to sit there and try to coach somebody to write the way you want them to do. You know what you do? You I hate to do this, I hate to say this and be blunt about it, but you fire them. You say, hey, nice to meet you. Maybe we're not working out. You might find someone that you like working with. I don't know. Guess what? You fire them. You hire somebody that works for you. Those are two key roadblocks that people come up with all the time. Is they say, hey, Jason, my books, I'm getting bad reviews. Maybe they're not selling well. And I tell them exactly what they need to do. I tell them what I just told you. But the main thing is, guys, you need to make sure that you don't quit before you get over that roller coaster. I would hate to go back in history and see how many people were digging for gold, and they said, you know what, I'm going to pack all my stuff, I'm going home. There's no gold to be here. Next guy comes around, hits the shovel a few times, they find gold, right? That's what's going to happen if you guys do not know how to handle these setbacks, roadblocks, and things like that come up in your way during Kindle publishing. Now, the one thing that I'm going to tell you is, once you get over that hump, once you get in, 5 months, 6 months, 7 months, and a year into this business, you're not going to have to encounter those roadblocks anymore. Success isn't just somebody, handing somebody something, right? Successful people perfect their craft. They hammer on their craft. They work at it. They work at their business day and night. They don't stop where they're at. They don't just say, you know what, I'm complacent, I'm going to stop. They continue to work on their craft. They continue to try new ideas, to try new things, to be innovative, to be creative, to make sure they're getting the most out of their business, okay? That is how you guys are going to overcome roadblocks. That's how you guys are going to overcome negative things that happen. That's how you guys are going to overcome the haters out there that are going to tell you, hey guys, hey, this isn't going to work for you. You're not going to be successful. This business isn't for you. Why don't you go down there and work at the post office? Why don't you go work somewhere? Why don't you go do this? And you're going to say, you know what? I've got my plan. I'm sticking to it. You might have given up on your dreams. You might have given up on your goals. I'm not going to be that person. I'm going to grab life by the horns, and I am not going to quit until I get to the goal that I want to get to. And again, your goals are going to be different. If you don't have your goals, stop this video right now, write them down, and make sure that you are following them and you're not quitting until you get to them. Okay? You're looking at your goals. Again, another way to overcome bad things that happen in this business, or setbacks in this business, or negative things that happen, are to follow your goals. Have your code of conduct, have the way you live every single day be embedded in your core values. Write down what you're doing. Look at that thing when you wake up. Okay, this is how much money I'm going to be making this month. Before you go to bed, this is how much money I'm making on Kindle this month. Those are your goals. Set them in the present. Not, I want to make $50,000 a year in Kindle. By December 31st, 2015, I will make $50,000 a month on Kindle. We have to make sure we're writing our goals as they have already happened. The powerful subconscious nature of that goal setting method will get you to where you want to go. Okay? Don't be somebody that wishes and hopes and, oh, I could have, I should have. Because listen, guys, if you don't do it, someone else is going to do it. Someone else is going to take what I'm teaching them, and they're going to excel. They're going to make money. They're going to, be able to quit their job and live the life they want and go on vacations and travel the world and, provide for their family and buy nice things and whatever they want to do, they're going to be able to do it. Don't look back and say, you know what, man, I really wish I would have done that. Because if you reverse engineer everything, right? If you're on your deathbed, I always go back to this analogy. If you're on your deathbed, okay, guess what? You might think, oh man, I wish. Don't turn those wishes, man. Turn those into, I did. And you're gonna be so much happier. You're gonna be so much more fulfilled, and you're not gonna have to second guess yourself. Okay. If you haven't learned anything from me by now, it's all about this mindset. It's all about overcoming. It's all about making sure that you're the person that's accountable, because there's nobody accountable for you other than you. There's nobody to blame for your success or your lack of success other than you, right? You can never get anything in this life if you do not take and hold yourself accountable, okay? So, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. As you can tell, I'm very passionate about getting you guys to that finish line, getting you guys to where you need to go, and I appreciate it. And, thank you so much, and we